Hello, and thank you guys for tuning in once again for one of my videos. Today we are going to be talking about these particular documents that I know most of you are asked to notarize probably on a regular basis. We have all of the state-specific documents. I am located in Florida, so I will be talking about Florida-specific documents. Now, if you are in another state, then you can still follow along. It just means that whatever pertains to my state will be here. Whatever pertains to your state may or may not be different. Now, I'm going to go over the last will and testament first. Now, when people call you to notarize these documents, you want to have some questions ready to ask. And this is for everybody who calls for an appointment. So, questions that you want to ask is, what is the title or description of the document you want me to notarize? How many signers are required for the document? Are there any witnesses needed for the document? Some of them may not be able to give you these answers, but if you are familiar with the way the documents look, you can tell them, if you could just flip through all the pages and let me know who all will be signing the document and if you see anywhere for witnesses. Then of course you definitely want to know, how many pages do you see where a notary is supposed to sign, because this will help you know how much you're going to charge, okay? Now, it's very important to know if witnesses are required, because you don't want to get there and they don't have any witnesses, okay? You don't want to waste a trip, especially if you're doing mobile. Now, if you're doing online, it could be a little different. You could just have somebody sign on to the online session. But if you're mobile, then yeah, you want to make sure they have witnesses there. Or if you are able to provide witnesses, you want to make sure that you bring them with you, okay? Another question that you may want to ask is, am I going to be notarizing the witnesses' signatures? Because in some states like Florida, we can be a witness as well as the notary on the same document. But you are supposed to take precautions with that. It is not recommended that when you notarize these type of documents that you also be a witness. That is not recommended. Always see if they can provide witnesses, okay? Now here in Florida, we do have a lot of retirees here who don't have any family here, or they may not even have any friends. So if you have people who you can provide as a witness, that works too. But definitely, if you can, don't be a witness on a document such as this that you are also going to be a notary on, all right? I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. All right. So here, they'll be able to tell you, yes, I do see that there are witnesses required. All right. Are you going to provide the witness, or are they going to have the witness? That's something that you can talk about. You also want to make sure everyone who needs to sign the document needs to be present at the same time that I'm going to be notarizing the document. And everyone needs to have valid, unexpired identification forms, or documents rather. Okay. Also, when you get there, okay, I like to ask my customers, though, to provide a copy of the document to me by emailing it to me. I also have a secure form where they can upload the document. Just in case they don't feel comfortable emailing it, they can upload it to a secure form to where I can access it and look over the document, because I do like to see what I am going to be notarizing and if I can even notarize it, okay? So once you look over the document, no, we don't really care what's on the document, but you want to make sure there's no blanks, because you should not be notarizing blank documents. So we want to review the document in its entirety. I'm going to be moving the document up and down so that you guys can see it entirely, okay? Want to make sure there are no blanks. The only exception to it being blanks is if the person who needs to sign the document is in the office who's going to be receiving the document for you, or if somebody else needs to sign this document and they have to have another notary witness their signatures, okay? Otherwise, everything needs to be filled in. Okay, make sure everything is filled in. It's just like with the loan signing, guys. You wouldn't be notarizing incomplete loan signing documents, all right? Okay, Witnesses should not, not witnesses, signatures should not be there, obviously. They're going to sign in your presence. Unless it is an acknowledgement, they can do so. But I always ask them, please don't sign until you sit down with me, just because they're not going to know the difference between an acknowledgement and a jurat, okay? Here, I see that subscribed and sworn to, so this is a jurat, okay? We have a statement up here saying that the testators and witnesses signed, and then we're going to be notarizing everybody's signature for this one. Okay, so if you were going to go ahead and be a witness on here and you were notarizing it, you couldn't be the witness because you are notarizing a witness signature at this point. Okay, all right, so we're going to move on to the next one I have here. I have, the Florida Revocable Trust, Living Trust, okay? You may be asked to notarize these as well. Just a disclaimer, all these documents are blank, obviously, because I'm using them for the purposes of this video. But again, they call you, you want to ask all the questions. How many signers? Will all the signers be present? Are there any witnesses required? They don't know, have them flip through the documents. It's very simple. Or what if they don't have the document yet? Ask them to provide you a copy with the document. Of the document. Look through it all. Once you receive a copy, you want to make sure everything's filled in, of course. Make sure they have valid ID. Everybody's going to be present, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And when you get these, they shouldn't be printed front and back. I printed it front and back, obviously, to save paper. But your documents are not going to be that way once you get there. Okay. We see this. Always ask them how many pages do they see a notary needs to sign. As you can see here, we are notarizing everybody who signed the document too, that being witnesses as well, because it says personally appear, the above name. So that means everybody. So you definitely don't want to be a witness and notary on the same document here, because you will be notarizing your own signature, right? Next, let's look at the Florida Durable Power of Attorney, right? Here, of course, you're going to ask all the qualifying questions. I'm not going to keep doing that for the purpose of the video. I'm just reviewing these documents with you guys, okay? Look at them all, looking through. What are we looking for? Make sure nothing's blank. Okay. They needed witnesses for this one. Okay. And then we're notarizing. Okay. There's 2 certificates for notarization here. Okay. So we have one here and we have one here. Now, the next document I'm going to show you is a healthcare surrogate designation form, okay? Also known as a healthcare directive, advanced directive document, okay? Now, you would look over this document, and I've already looked over it, but if you look through here, the one thing that I noticed was that there is no certificate for a notary, which means that this document does not need to be notarized. Now, just because a document doesn't have certificate wording does not mean that the person can't get it notarized. If a person wants the document notarized, they can get it notarized. You just need to explain the 2 types of notarizations that they can choose from, the acknowledgement and the jurat. And then you're going to attach the loose certificate to this document. Now, you want to be careful with documents like this, okay, when it comes to health care and medical designations and things like that. The reason being is because it may tell you that the document will be invalid if you notarize it, okay? I've already looked through this document, and it does not say such, so I could go ahead and notarize it if that's what they wanted me to do. Okay, but be very careful with that. Okay, people can get anything notarized, but you don't want to notarize it and then it becomes invalid, because then they're going to come back to you. And I know we're not supposed to know that, but it's nothing wrong with you looking over the document before you notarize it and just letting them know what you see. Okay, you're not giving them any legal advice. You're just pointing to what is on the document and what it's saying so that they know, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to have you notarized if it's going to make it invalid. Okay. All right. So this is what I want to show you guys today. Okay. No, I don't have copies of these. You can go on eforms.com if you like and grab you some blank copies. Yes, you can print them for free, guys. All you have to do is go there, put the name of the document you're looking for your state, and then click that you only want to download the PDF or a Word file for it. Okay? And then you can print it out. As long as you're not filling in the blanks, it'll let you print it out for free. Okay? If you want to get familiar with these, want to practice notarizing them, you can do that. Just go ahead and download them and print them out. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I get questions all the time, and I try not to go over what it is that I teach my students, but my students, my mentor, my mentorees or mentees, however you pronounce it, we go over these documents on a regular basis because that is a part of my mentorship. My mentorship is designed to help them be successful as notaries, and I am there as their mentor. If they come across documents like this and they need some help, they can call me. You are able to have unlimited mentorship access with me once you complete the general notary course. Or if you want to buy into the mentorship and bypass the general notary course, you can do that as well. So as always, thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell because you definitely want to be notified when I drop another video. I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.